Yep, Ariba has joined. Assalamu alaikum, Ariba. How are you, beta? Okay, Ariba, what's the status of Anushi? Yes, yes, she. Okay, Assalamu alaikum, Anusha, beta. How are you? Okay, so all three students are here, so we can start our class properly. So the separation technique we studied in our last class was chromatography. I hope you remember, and the purity. So what is happening? So our new topic is separation technique. Just giving you the recap of the last class. Impurities lower the melting point and raise the boiling point of a compound. And a pure compound has a sharp melting point and boiling points and gives only single spot when chromatographed in the chromatography. Okay. The next topic is subtopic is separation and purification. All right. As it is obvious with the term separation and purification that we are going to discuss filtration and crystallization. So keep in your mind that such questions will be asked in your ATP. Yes, in other papers as well, but they are specific topics for ATP alternative to practical paper 6. So what is filtration? It is used to separate solid from a liquid. Okay. What is a filtrate? The component of filtration, filtrate and residue. Filtrate is the liquid or solution that has passed through a filter, जो filter में से pass हो गया. And a residue is the solid which remains after the filter, after the filtration, evaporation or distillation. If we are doing filtration, so you will found that residue on the filter paper. And if you're doing evaporation or distillation, so you will find that remain substance on the evaporating dish or basin, you can say. All right. Okay. What is crystallization? Normally, yes, we all are aware of it, but there are few scientific steps which we must follow during the crystallization, which I will tell you in this class. Crystallization involves heating to evaporate water from the solution until the solution is saturated. Not it is not that like you are going to make the crystals and you will continue heating till the all water evaporated. No, we will stop heating when we will found that the solution has become saturated. Now, what does saturated means? I would like to ask it from you. Anyone can tell me what is the meaning of saturated here? Are you responding on the messages? Okay, yes, you are. As per Anusha, it is a concentrated solution. Yes, you can say this. What about other? What about others? Anush, sorry, Zainab and Ariba. What do you think? What are saturated solutions? Yes, a limit has come. For example, maximum amount. After that, a point after which no more solute can dissolve in the solvent. So how do we know that solution has become saturated? So for here, I am giving you a tip, which may be come in your exam, that For example, we are doing crystallization, we are continuously heating it. Now a point has come that we are thinking, we realize that okay, I think saturate the point of saturation has come. So what I will do, I will pick a glass rod in my hand and will dip that glass rod into the solution, into that evaporating basin. And after dipping, obviously it will carry few drops of that solution. I will drop few drops with the help of that glass rod on the glass watch, on the watch glass. We studied what is watch glasses. So what will happen, that few tiny drops will start crystallizing, a crystals start forming. So that is a test, you can say, an intimation that yes, the point of saturation has come. Now you can stop heating. Afterwards, we will stop heating. We will not allow, we will not give further heat. So we will allow solution to cool by itself, and automatically with the passage of time on this automatic cooling, natural cooling, crystals will start depositing. I hope I'm uh, able to inculcate the concept. Did I? Okay. Moving forward, but this is not the end about crystallization. Obviously, we are going to have some exam tips. We are expected to be able to define the terms filtration, filtrate, residue, and crystallization. They might be asked for 1 or 2 marks, and use these when discussing how to separate mixtures of substances. We have worked example here. Let's see. It is of 3 marks. Sulfur is a solid which is insoluble in water. Suggest how to separate the sulfur and water from a mixture of sulfur and water. In your answer, use the word filtrate and residue. Okay, we will. So, how we will get 3 marks? First, we will tell them the name of the technique, filtration, or we will simply say we will filter the mixture. That's how we'll get 1 mark. Then we have to write that sulfur is the residue because it is mentioned in the question that sulfur solid is insoluble in water. So that's why we will call that sulfur is a residue. We were instructed in the question that we have to use these words like filtrate and residue. We have used it, which remains on the filter paper. Okay, the water is the filtrate because it goes through the filter paper. So that's how we can gain 3 marks, and we have prepared ourselves for such questions. Did we? Only Anusha has responded. आपका यस मुझे मोटिवेट करता है और मुझे बहुत मज़ा आता है, आप लोग बहुत अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स देते हैं. Okay, next word example. Describe how to make pure. Oh, very good question. Very good question. Describe how to make pure dry crystals of copper sulfate, copper 2 sulfate. You know what does this Roman 2 means? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of this? You can say Roman 2. Anyone? Okay. Okay. Let me tell you that the meaning of this Roman number, whenever you will find this Roman number adjacent to next to metal, because copper is metal, it means it is the oxidation state, the charge of that metal. It means copper contain two positive ion here. Copper is in the position of losing two electrons. Okay, let me write it on the book. Copper. This is a symbol of copper. I'm not writing it well. Copper. It means this two means it carry two positive charge, and this is sulfate. It is a molecular ion, SO4. SO4 carry two negative charge. This you have to memorize. SO4 contain two negative charge. Okay, I hope you will. Now, for making formula, a simple technique is applied that you have to swap the valencies. Avoiding the charges, you have to swap the valencies. So, what will happen? It will be Cu2 and SO4 2. But it is an ionic compound because copper is losing electron and sulfur is gaining electron. You have studied ionic compound in junior classes. So if the ratio is same, so we will not write 2 2. We will simply write CuSO4. Is it clear? One yes, second yes, and the third last yes. So I must say yes. Okay. Although we will study this formula making separately in a chapter, but it is better to define few things at the spot on the situation. So we have to make pure dry crystals of copper sulfate. This is our target from a solution of copper to sulfate. Okay, from a solution means it is an aqueous solution. We have dissolved. We have a dissolved copper to sulfate in water. So what we have to do, we have to make a copper sulfate crystals. For your information, copper sulfate solution is blue in color, and the crystals are also blue. For 3 marks, first we will tell them that we will heat the solution to evaporate some of the water until the point of crystallization. This is the same point, which is also known as point of saturation. So don't be worried about. You can use both the words, like point of crystallization. But why we are saying point of crystallization? Because crystals has started forming. That's why. Or point of saturation is also the same. So that's how you'll get 1 mark. Then we will the next step. We will let the solution cool to form crystals. We will filter off the crystals. Okay, that's how you'll get 2 marks. And the third mark will be like if how to dry. We will dry them between filter papers. Do not use the word that we will dry in oven. Yes, because in chemistry labs you have ovens, not that oven which is used in our homes for baking. No, it is especially designed for the chemicals, for few reactions like in which we have to evaporate the water forcefully. So, but in this case, in making the crystals, we will not write that we will dry in oven. I hope it is clear. We will write that we will dry the crystals in between the filter papers. Okay, the important point. That's why I'm repeating it again and again. Okay, so that's how I'll get 3 marks. A technique known as solvent extraction. Okay, as per CIE, as per 060 IGCSE syllabus, they left us, uh, you can say, that unambiguous in a situation by writing this that suitable technique of separation may be asked. So what does it mean? It means yes, by mentioning few common techniques like filtration, chromatography, crystallization, evaporation. There are still few more techniques, separation techniques. Like if we have iron filings or magnetic compound in any mixture, so how can we separate that? We can rotate the magnet in that solution in that mixture. So it is not mentioned in your syllabus, but as they mentioned in the syllabus that any suitable technique may be asked, so we have to be prepared. That is why a solvent extraction is one of the techniques which you must aware of. Solvent extraction is used to separate two solids of different solubility by using different solvents. Did you get it?